Yes, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Sir, last class, inheritance, maybe. Hmm. Hmm. No. The second part, inheritances we started. In this one, first one, sir, has a relationship. After that, is a relationship. Has a relationship means we have to create object for one class. Suppose here X is one class, Y is the another class is there. I'm creating object for X class into the Y class. By using reference, I'm accessing values, variables of the another class. Such a type of relation is called as has a relation means one class has another class object. By using that reference, we are accessing the variables. So that is called as a relationship. Second one, easier relationship means by default within the parenthesis whatever class I'm given that is called as parent class. This is the child class. By default, all parent class variables, methods, everything available to the child class. You no need to create any object. Directly you can call. Suppose your parent class have a static variable, instance variable, M1, M2, M3. C won't do anything. That even though I'm creating child class object, the using this reference, I'm calling A, B, M1, M2, M3. This type of relation is called as is a relationship. And one more thing I'm telling, whenever I'm creating child class object, always it is executed child class construct only. It does not execute parent class constructor. How to execute parent class constructor? By using the super method, we have to call the parent class constructor also. Okay, that is the simple things we discussed. Next thing is a versus has a relationship. We can't access variables inside instance or class or starting with this parent class in child class. Child class can access anything. Sir, when we go for easy relation, when we go for has the relationship means if I want to just reuse the one class variables and one class functionalities into another class, then I need to go to the has a relationship. Easy relationship means we have to access variables as well as I have to extend it some extra functionalities. Then I need to go to the is a relationship. As a relationship is just for reusability purpose only. We don't want to extend any functionalities. But whereas in case of is a relation, parent is there, child is there. Child can access all the variables functions of the parent class. Along with that, if we want to implement his own functionalities, that is also possible. If we want to extend any new functionalities, easier relationship is the best suitable one. No, sir, just I want to reuse the parent functionalities, then to go to the as a relationship is the best one. So next one is if we want to extend existing functionality, then make a ding easier versus has a relationship. If we want to extend existing functionality with some more extra functionality, then we should go for is a relationship. If we don't want extend and just we have to use existing functionality, then we should go for as a relationship. So last class two examples we had to discussion, that is person and employee. What is the relation between these two? Is a relationship because employee extended the person class. And one more example, we had a discussion, car and employee. Between these two relationship is employee has the car reference. These two relation has a relationship. Employee and person relation is a relationship. Both I want implemented into the single program. For example, last class, employee class extends person class functionality. But employee class just uses car functionality, but not extending. Oh, both I want to implement it in the single program, that is person, employee, car. Three are available there. Employee की, person की, car की, employee की. Here the relation is a relation. Here the relation is as a relationship. So now, so both I want to implement it into a single program is a relation versus has a relationship. Take the Python class. So here I have to take three classes. Class car. Inside one constructor is there. Self, name, model, color. Self dot name equal to name. Self dot model equals to model. Self dot color equal to color. Next, I want to display the information. Print slash t means so tab space I can provide it. Car name, curling braces, replacement operator, slash and next line, again tab space. Now to go with model, replacement operator, slash and slash t, color replacement dot, format of self dot name, second replacement is self dot model, third replacement self dot color. So here one constructor is there. Instead, I have to define name, model, color. I initialized. I want to display some tab space, car name. After that, I have to provided model. Next one, I have to provide it as a color. Replacements are available there. First to take this one. Next, I have to take person, employee. The next one is, this is the car class constructor method is there. Second class is person. Here one constructor I am declaring self. Every person have name. Every person have the age. Self dot name equal to name. Self dot age equal to age. Def eat and drink. Self print eat those and drink water. This is the person class second one. So here two classes are there, car class and person class. I have to take the third one, employee. So third class is employee class. So now employee within the parentheses I can provide a person. So this is the child, this is the parent. Such a type of relation is called as is a relationship. So whatever person class available, constructor method by default available to the employee. In this class, I have a constructor self comma. Employee have the name, age, number, salary. Here within the person already I initialize name and age. Sir, from the child class, how to call the parent class constructor? The method is super method. Upcoming classes, I will explain more about the super. In this instance, if I want to call the parent constructor in the child class, we need to go to the super underscore underscore init, pass the two values. After that, self dot number equal to number, self dot employee salary equal to employee salary. And one more very, I want to provide car, self dot car equal to car. This is the constructor. Sir, every employee have their own work, self coding Python is very easy. Next, I want to display employee information, employee underscore info. Variable is self. I want to print employee name, employee age. How to get the employee name by using self dot name. Employee age, employee number, employee salary, age, e number, e sal. I want to display employee car information. How to get the car info? Self dot car equal to car. Whenever I'm creating object to the car object, car name, car model, car color. Whenever object got created, car class object, construct executed, values are initialized. If I call this method, all will be printed there. But at the time of employee object creation, you have to pass name, age, number, salary. One car class reference I am passing here. So whenever I'm creating object employee, name, employee, age, employee, number, employee, salary. Give the, along with this, I'm passing one more reference to C. C is pointing to car class object. This is C is passing to the here. Automatically my car having two references. One is C and one more is this one is also added. I am provided this. By using self.car, I can call the method car class contain get info method. This method I am calling by using this reference. Now E dot eat and drink, E dot work, E dot emp info. All we are calling. py test.py ఇదిగోండి. ఫస్ట్ మెథడ్ eat and drink, eat దోశ and drink water. Next work, coding Python is very easy. Information, employee name, age, number, salary, car information provided there. So both we can implement it into the single program. Is a relation versus has a relation. Change. In the above example, employee class extends person class functionality, but just uses car class functionality. That is the three classes: car, employee, person. So next concept is composition versus aggregation. Composition versus aggregation. What is composition? What is the aggregation? Sir, composition is nothing but sometimes uh, sometimes there are two types of objects are there: container object and contained object. Two types are there. Assume that this is a container object. Internally, there are some objects are there. Those are called as contained objects. Without existing this container object, there is no chance of existing the contained objects. This one is called as container object. These internally are called as a contained objects. Without existing of that, there is no chance of existing the second one. Such a type of relation is called as a composition. Best example, container object, I can make it as a university. Contained objects are internally, these are all called as departments. University contains some departments. One fine day, that university is following some illegal activities. Government banned this university. Once university is banned, automatically all departments will be closed. Without university, there is no chance of existing only departments. Such a type of university department's strong association is nothing but as a composition. Because without university, I'm not able to maintain the departments. Such a type of strong association is nothing but a composition. Aggregation means without container object also no problem. I can manage the contained object. Such a type of relation is called a second relation aggregation. For example, sir, every university there are multiple departments are there. X, ECE, Triple E, mechanical, aeronautical department. Like that, multiple departments are there in the college. So now these departments are called as container objects. These departments are container objects. Sir, every department, there is one HOD is there. For this department, one person can handle. This department can handle by another person. This one handle by another person. This one handle by. Every department have different HODs or professors are there. Multiple people are there. This professor is nothing but contained object. This professor is a content object. For example, this year, no student joined in the aeronautical branch. No one student joined in my college in aeronautical branch. But in this department, this person is there, HOD is there. But what we have to do this person now? Even though this department is not there, I have to shift this person to another department. I will use some another HOD department. I have to transfer that person. Even though here department is not there, still professor will be existing there in the college. This type of weak association is nothing but what it is, aggregation. In case of first case, without university, there is no chance of existing departments. But without department, professor will be existing. I have to give some another roles to the another department. Sir, for example, present I'm taking Python classes. So many students are coming. Okay, fine. After 3 years, after 10 years, Pakka Python may be not that much because in the college days already they introduced the Python everything. After 10 years, no students are coming for Python classes. Then I have to shift it to some another courses, maybe data science, maybe machine learning, maybe AI. After 10 years, whatever feature is there, which course is there, maybe I have to learn that course, I have to take the classes. Still, if I'm taking, so now if I'm taking C classes, you have seen that Dijang, how many people are coming. If I can C classes, those many people will come. No. So without department also, professor will be existing. This type of weak association is nothing but what it is, aggregation. Without one object, there is no chance of existing another object. Such a type of relation is called as composition. Just like in somewhere Dijang class, I'm given small example also. The relation between fish and water, is it a strongly associated or not? Yes. Without water, there is no chance of existing the fish. If water is there, then only fish is available there. And same like that I'm given fish and fisherman. These two are weakly associated. That relation is called as aggregation. So without existing one object, there is no chance of existing another object. Such a type of relation is called as composition. Without existing object, if there is chance of existing another object, such a type of relation is called as Aggregation. Sir, first one. Composition. Without existing container object, if there is no chance of existing contained object, then the container and contained objects are strongly associated, and that strong association is nothing but composition. Example, university contains several departments and without existing university object, there is no chance of existing department object. Hence, university and department objects are strongly associated, and this strong association is nothing but composition. University contains several departments without existing university. No chance of existing department. Hmm. This is a university. University object, container object. Internally, university contains some departments. Those are called as This is container. Those are departments. Contained object. Second one, aggregation. Sir, without existing container object, if there is a chance of existing contained object. Without existing container object, if there is a chance of existing contained object, then the container and the contained weakly associated, and that weak association is nothing but aggregation. Department contains several professors. Without existing department, still there may be a chance of existing professor. Hence, department and professor objects are weakly associated, which is nothing but aggregation. Department is a container object. They're all professor is a contained object. So based on this story, what is the relation between object, instance variable, and static variable? Object की instance variable की what is the relation? Composition or aggregation? Object की static variable की what is the relation? Without object, is there any chance of existing instance variable? No. Once object is created, then all instance variable is initialized. As if there is no object, no instance variable. These two are strongly associated, which is nothing but composition. Without object, static variable available. By using class name simple, I can call, no problem. This two relation is nothing but aggregation. This two relation is nothing but a composition. So final conclusion is why I'm telling this composition aggregation means the relation between object and instance variable is a composition. Object and static variable is nothing but aggregation. For example, see here, I have to take a class into the class student. So within this, I have to declare one static variable that is college name. I can provide it as a Naresh IT. It is a one static variable. There is no object, nothing, but I can access this variable by using class name student dot variable. Am I getting the Naresh IT or not? Yes. So that is static variable. There is no object. Without object also, still static variable is existing. This type of relation is nothing but a aggregation. Adhe, for example, I have one constructor is there underscore underscore init self comma name self dot name equal to name. Now we have to tell without any object the name variable is available. No chance. Whenever I'm creating object student with Sunny, then only name is available there. If it is not available, this name is not available. Such a type of relation is called as composition. So your main concept is the relation between object, instance variable, object and static variable. Object की instance variable relation is composition. Static variable and object is aggregation. Take the example. Hmm. In the above example, without existing student object, there is no chance of existing his name. Hence, student object and his name are strongly associated, which is nothing but composition. But without existing student object, there may be a chance of existing college name. Hence, student object and college name are associated, which is nothing but aggregation. That is composition and aggregation. Final conclusion is the relation between object and its instance variable is always composition, whereas the relation between object and static variables is aggregation. That is the final conclusion. So that is the composition and aggregation. Sir, previous class somewhere else we discussed, whenever we are creating child class object, it is executed child class constructor only. In this example, see, if this line is not there, it is executed child class constructor only. If child class does not contain constructor, then automatically which will executed parent class constructor. These things already we discussed. For example, class P here def underscore init self print. It is a parent constructor. Class C with P pass. Create object. Child class does not contain any constructor. There is no chance compulsory parent. Ade if I have child class constructor is there, priority will be given to the child class only. It never give the parent. చూడండి ఇప్పుడు child class construct executed, not the parent class. So whenever object got created, highest priority will be given child class if it is not contain parent class. Now my doubt is here. Okay, parent class construct executed. Which object got created? Child class ka, parent class ka? Because parent construct executed there. My doubt is child class construct not there. It is executed, parent printed. Which object got created? Child class ka, parent class ka? Where is the proof? How to prove? Adi child class object, parent class object. Which object I got created? So pakka child class only. But how to prove that is it a child class object or parent class object? We have to into your ID. ID that is, sir, here ID of C. Sir, whenever this line executed, pakka it is indicating child class only. C. I am printing the ID of the C. Whenever object created, parent class construct executed. In this one, I have to print ID of self because self C both are pointing to same object only. Which object I created? Child class. If both IDs are same means it is created only child class object only. ఇదిగోండి 3248 only. So only executed parent class construct only, but parent class object it never creates. Always it is creating child class object only. Parent class object never creates. It's a note. Whenever we are creating child class object, then child class constructor will be executed if the child class does not contain constructor, then parent class constructor will be executed, but parent object won't be created. So that is composition versus aggregation. Next topic is types of inheritances. Single inheritance, multiple, multi-level. Tomorrow we will see about the types of inheritances. Take the break. 11 o'clock I will continue the Django class. Tomorrow I will tell patterns, okay?